But I feel a lot of things, I won't try to judge him right now, I'll just tell you what the feelings are. But what happens is a lot of feelings. I've been away too long. I've done damage.
This comes from assuming there's a dream master.
But there is a God. There's a higher intelligence in this universe, and it's not just a computer-like intelligence. It's a higher intelligence that has something good. It's good. That has to be there if there's a dream master. For me, it will lead me right to that. Because what does it take for something to do what the dream master does? What must the dream master have going for itself in order to pull this one off? And why? That's the ask why. It must have great benevolence.
By putting it into words now, what you're saying is not only this, but you now want to see what kind of universe is this in which a dream master functions the way in which it does.
Yes.
Right? What kind of universe am I in? If the dream master is such as we're describing. Yeah, that's right. What kind of universe is it? The dream master exists. But you know what? Isn't it interesting that every single person has a dream master? It's not just for people in Brooklyn.
Individual dream master?
Pardon me?
Individual dream master?
Well, a dream master. Individual concern for each individual. Everywhere. Over time.
But you're not saying each person has their own individual dream master, and therefore there are many.
I don't know what it means to say you have a dream master. Do you mean it that way? You have a dream master? Or are you saying it's difficult to say that each person has their own dream master?
I think that's what you were saying.
No, that's worth saying. You see, that's one of the things you have to now say. And that's the very issue we're on, which is this a particular dream master for each particular person? Or, go ahead. Or a one. For all. For each. Huh?
Well, basically, you have to ask the same kinds of questions you do about the whole level, any being, or any form, what's called idea. In that, is there one idea or many? How is it distributed? You have to bring up that whole business of participation. You have to clarify that.
Okay. That's right. You have to clarify it. Once you talk about the existence of the dream master, now you're entering into an interesting world of thought, of logos, where you now have to ask, wait a minute, is this a particular, does it live and die with me? What kind of existence does it have if it's one for each? How does this fit in with any kind of intelligence in the universe? What rank does it have? How significant is it? Let's add a religious element now. All right? Will it bind you to a group? That's a religious element. Religion means to bind, religio, right? To bind together. Or does it have a spiritual basis? They're different.
Can religio have a higher sense of binding you to a cosmos?
No. Not in the sense.
Okay,
Religio
no,
means,
You mean a social group?
well, yes,
Okay.
religio means a belief that binds people together,
Okay.
which then makes them members and lets others be excluded.
No, it doesn't.
All right. Does this have a spiritual dimension? Whatever the word spiritual means in the Dream Master, at least we can agree with one thing. Is it possible for the Dream Master to present someone with a total vision of the nature of reality and a full, meaningful enlightenment experience?
Can people have an enlightenment experience in dream?
That's right. Since they admit enlightenment experiences, as you know, admit of a certain range in degrees from the oxidizing pictures and other things. On the most profound level, not on the lower levels. If you can rank enlightenment experiences, and if dreams are capable of offering those to us, do they appear on the upper end or the lower end? What would follow if they appear throughout?
Have you ever had dreams? I think I've had dreams where I felt super awake. It didn't feel, it had a different quality. It felt super real. I mean, far more real than anything in my waking life. I've had a couple of those dreams in my life.
Yeah.
I'd say in that arena, the enlightenment was a higher order of reality.
If we could say then that it offers this range of experience, the spiritual dimension, now we then have to talk about the Dream Master, do we not? And say, what is the upper reach of the Dream Master? You'd say the upper reach includes the full range of enlightenment experiences. Now, wait a minute. Look here. Does that mean, let us go one more step. Would you agree when you're talking about enlightenment experiences, that means necessarily you are going beyond the personal? Beyond the boundary of the personal? Does it? By necessity, does it not? Therefore, the Dream Master cannot be particular, but it is one for each, offering the highest to each that it's capable of receiving. Therefore, the degree you are receptive to the highest range of experience, it matches it with its own likeness. When it matches it with its own likeness means then that the Dream Master must be able to access this range, and therefore it both transcends the personal and yet is yet immanent, since it can then disclose it to those to whom it finds able to receive it. If so, then it is an immanent wisdom with a transforming direction, operates on a particular level to help us understand the areas of our life which we're ignorant of. It ties together our lives, ties together experiences in our lives. It has themes it presents to us over time. It continually can be engaged in the perfection of man, and maintains that perfection, can turn man about, can convert him, and therefore it can function on the highest level. And all of those terms are the major and key terms of metaphysics. Therefore, the doorway into the most interesting metaphysics is through the doorway of dreams.